In the heart of the Andes, far from the safety of civilization, the sky wept snow over a shattered plane, Flight 571. It was 13th October, 1972. On board were 45 people, most of them young, hopeful, full of dreams, members of a Uruguayan rugby team, their friends, and family. What started as a joyous trip to Chile became an unimaginable test of human endurance. The plane crashed violently. The white silence that followed was deceiving. It wasn't peace, but a trap. 12 souls died on impact. The survivors, bruised and broken, found themselves stranded at 12,000 feet above sea level, surrounded by nothing but snow-covered mountains and despair. Days turned into nights, and nights into icy tombs. But they hoped. They waited. Rescuers would come. They had to. Yet as the days dragged on, their hope was slowly buried under fresh snow. When news crackled through a small transistor radio that the search had been called off, a deeper silence crept in. Now, it was not just about surviving the cold. It was about surviving the truth. Hunger gnawed. The meager chocolate and wine were long gone. The snow offered water, but nothing more. And then came the choice, a horrific, soul-crushing decision. To live, they would have to consume the bodies of those who had died. With trembling hearts and prayers whispered through cracked lips, they crossed the unthinkable threshold. It was not about betrayal, it was about life. Each body was a sacrifice, and each bite a silent hymn to survival. Days turned into weeks. Avalanches struck. More friends were lost. And still, those who remained clung to life, refusing to surrender. Among them were Noom, Roberto, and Nando, ordinary men pushed into extraordinary circumstances. Finally, with no hope left for rescue, Nando and Roberto made a daring choice. They would cross the mountains themselves to find help. Armed with a homemade sleeping bag and raw determination, they set out on foot, through snow, wind, and deathly silence. 10 days later, they found a Chilean shepherd. The miracle had happened. On 23rd December, 1972, 72 days after the crash, rescue helicopters finally descended upon the snowy grave. 16 had survived. This incredible and inspiring real-life event has been depicted in films such as Alive, released in 1993, and more recently, Society of the Snow, in 2023. These movies are deeply human story, through the eyes of those who were left behind, who suffered, who died, and who lived. It is not just about survival. It is about community, sacrifice, and the invisible threads of humanity that bind people even in the bleakest moments. The snow did not break them. It revealed who they really were.